Hi, and welcome back to Oso Victoria, where I sell vintage and modern clothing on Oso Victoria Etsy at Cameron D. Etsy is my collectibles shop. My pattern shop is Penelope Rose at Artfire. I also sell on Poshmark and eBay under the name Oso Victoria. And so, what I'm going to show you today is a haul I did when I went with my husband down to Redding, California and visited all the thrift stores there and let you know what I found. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned and see what goodies I found down there. Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to show you some things that I actually bought for myself to keep in my inventory. And it has nothing to do, well, it does have something to do with clothes, but it is not something you could wear. And these I picked up, these vintage sewing magazines and uh, women and these women's magazines from, let me get you the name of the place. It's called Pause for a Cause Vintage Boutique. And that is down in Redding, California. And it's a very beautiful boutique. I do believe I have some video to show you. I'll get that up and posted pretty soon. When I walked through the stores and they just had it displayed so it was just beautiful. I don't I think what they did is people brought things in on consignment because she did separate some of these magazines separately and I had to do two different purchases with them. And so anyway, they just have some of the most beautiful vintage collectible items. And of course, Pause for a Cause goes to animals. I'm not quite sure how they distributed their funds for to an animal shelter or if they had their own. I'm not sure. Had a very nice conversation with the lady that worked there, and I explained to her what I also did as a reseller. Anyway, she's very pleasant lady. So let me show you what I found. So, and oh, let me give you the price on these. So these magazines were about $3 a piece. And yeah, I think I paid total, it was $18 for one batch and $6 for the other batch. So I think they all came out to like $3 a piece. And then of course in California you pay sales tax. Let me set these receipts down. Okay, so this is Simplicity. I don't know if it's going to flip for you. Sewing fashion magazine. So it's from 1956 fall winter book. This one is a 1957 Simplicity. So Simplicity, as you know, is a sewing. And I think what I'll end up doing with these is do a video. I saw somebody do like a TikTok video where they just had it go through and then they flipped the pages. And I just thought that was so cool. That one was a 1957 fall winter, 1958 summer. How to Dress with Flair, a 1958 fall winter. Look at all the plaids in that one. And the American Beauty look, 1958 spring, summer. I think they talk about the fabrics that came out. This is a 1959 spring. This magazine originally was 50 cents. Let's see, it says your best look and how to find it, your fashion dollar, and how to stretch it. So of course women did a lot more sewing back then than they do today. There's women that don't know how to sew today, but that's today. They may know how to work on cars. They may know how to build a house. Maybe sewing is not their thing. And this one is Simplicity 101 Exciting Answers to Summer Dressing, 1959 summer. I love this little crop top. I like the fabric. It's got a large cummerbund. Anyway, just nice. And then there was a senior prom. I just needed to get it because I didn't go to senior prom. It has a little plaid skirt in the back. So this one has just a lot of articles, some fashion in it. But senior prom, this is actually Christmas wrapping paper was in it. How cool is that with poinsettias? Okay. It's a Teen Girls magazine. Who Rides a Tiger? That must have been a book that was out then. It is August. I don't know the year. It would be on the inside. Here's a Woman's Day. And it has the instruction patterns for these little dolls. A lot of instructions to make a lot of different things. I think it had, yeah, 100 Christmas gifts to make, it says down here, with complete instructions. This is a November 1964. This is a Good Housekeeping, February 1954. Has a little baby on it. Crisco pie crust on the back. Completing this issue, birthday cake cookbook, beautiful beautiful bedspreads, a whole portfolio, best short stories, and a new suspense novel. So, Good Housekeeping, mostly for women homemakers. When women stayed home, took care of the kids, took care of the house. This was 2 years after I was born. What? Yeah, I was born in 52. So women did work, but not a lot of women just stayed home and did the kids. The husband worked, but then at that time, a husband's income was enough to buy a house, buy a car, and take care of the kids, and maybe have 2, 3, 4 kids. A large family. It was not untypical nowadays. With the price of buying and renting, I don't know how young people do it these days with the cost of living these days. So when I stopped at Superior Thrift Store in Redding, and I bought Superior Thrift Store. Well, it was right by the Salvation Army thrift store in a little shopping plaza. And it was a privately run thrift store full of stuff. Their clothes was fairly inexpensive. I mean, it was just packed full, and it was really busy. I think people knew that thrift store, they could go there and get good deals. And I think they were having a 75% off sale. They had merchandise out on the sidewalk, like home decor type stuff. They sold new stuff, used stuff, vintage stuff. Anyway, it was like a privately owned thrift store that's been in business. I think I heard her tell the lady, like, for the last 20 years they were there. And I think they did really good, and the locals knew them and knew they could go there and do a good deal. And I think that day they had, I think they run these sales continually. And so they do a color tag sale, like 75% off, 50% off, 25% off, depending on the tags they put out there. And so here I did find, and this could be controversial, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but these are what I found. And I do love Black Americana. These were $1.99 each, and I did get 3 of them. These are dish towels in great condition. And they have the days of the week, and that one has Friday. That one has Thursday. This one is probably the more controversial one. And this one has Saturday. And I just thought they were so cute. So I have to get over my fear of offending anyone, so I could list these. Dish towels are fairly large. So that's them folded in half. So yeah, $1.99 each on those. And then I also found in their linen department, and they have a lot of linen, was this pin-tucked aqua blue pillow cover in the fringe. I love that color, the aqua blue gingham check Just really, 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 really cute. I would definitely decorate my house in this if I had those colors going on in my house. And I found, as I said in my last video, this another Bob Mackie. So this is the Bob Mackie wearable art. This is a silk top. I like the tropical prints, or at least the tropical colors in it. Well, maybe it has tropical print, but it has cats and fish, flowers, just really pretty. I believe it's a larger size. Yeah, size large. And in my last video, I showed where I had sold that one Bob Mackie. It was a new with tags, so that could be the difference. I'm not quite sure on that. And let me show some of the clothes. At the Salvation Army, I did find this black nightgown, lace nightgown. It is, what did I say it was? It was a shadow line. Yeah, a shadow line with this nice little rough detail. And I believe I paid $4 for that. That's what they were selling their nighties for, $4. And in this other thrift store, it was, where is it? It was called, in this other thrift store called Treasure Connection. I found this boho crocheted top with this French detail on the bottom in a gauze. Oh, there's a tag in it. And called Asha. I don't know if these are gonna, oh, you can't even see it. So, oh, bright. Goodness. Asha, A-S-H-A. Okay. And I believe I paid $3.50 for this. It was half off. And then I found this Leslie Faye pink 80s dress with this border print. It's a pleated skirt, has the belt. It's a shirt dress. Leslie Faye of 14p, and I paid 50 cents for that. They just had it on their rack for 50 cents, so I picked it up. And then I went to the American Cancer Society, the Discovery Shop, and I picked up these items. They were all half off. And that was another really nice shop. I do believe I did get a little bit of video in that shop, but not a lot. There was quite a few people in there. It was a nice shop. And so they had a whole section, almost a third of their store, a fourth of their store was Asian inspired. And so they had a rack of Asian inspired clothing. Some was vintage, some was not, half off. And so that's the kind of the rack that I pulled from. And they had your regular clothes. They had their regular clothes, jewelry, home goods, that sort of thing. So I found this vintage Sears from the Fashion Place. I think our Sears in Medford here closed down. I did used to work at Sears, setting signs, sale signs on the weekends, working my way through school. This one has the tags. I just kind of like the print of that. It feels like a cotton, but it's probably a cotton blend, just a camp shirt. And so this was $2.50. And on that same rack, I don't know why they thought that was Asian inspired, but they did, was this really cool vintage terry cloth robe. So it has this gold terry cloth. To me, this is a This is a spa robe. Has the belt, pockets, cool print. This was $6. So originally $12. I got half off. There's no labels on it, but to me it would be just perfect for getting, if you have your own home spa, just wrapping up in this nice thick terry cloth robe. this silk scarf. I believe also it's vintage. I originally 12. I did pay up for it. So it was $6. But the print, I just loved the print and the color on that hand rolled silk scarf. Just very, very, very pretty. And this, I'm not sure I would pick this up again, but this, purple. I don't know, I think people like purple. It's just a basic tunic from India with some of the embroidered trim on it here. That's all it is. It's kind of basic. What did I pay for that? $3.50. So get something for it anyway. And I know it'll go in my Poshmark or my eBay store. And this I thought was just pretty. This was new also. And is it from China? Philippines. I think this is a Philippine embroidered pink tunic top. But I thought the embroidery on that was very pretty. So 3/4 sleeves, tunic, lots and lots of flower embroidery on it. And that also was $3.50. So it'd be $7 and half off of that. So that's, I believe, everything I got while I was in Redding. Oh, no, where did I get this Mexican top? Oh, got it at Goodwill. Okay, so when I came back home, or maybe before I left. Okay, it looks like on my receipt. It looks like on my receipt. So before I left for Redding, I went to the Goodwill and I picked up some of these items. And one of them was this Mexican top. This Mexican blouse. So I got it for $4.99. Just so it's new. So that would go in my Poshmark. In fact, I do believe I already have it listed on my Poshmark closet. So I'll go on Poshmark or eBay. And then I have, this is a new with tags jumpsuit. Leopard. I'm sure leopard print might not be as popular as some of the animal prints. From what I was reading in what was it, a Vogue magazine or Marie Claire, one of those magazines, I don't know, from this February, March magazine. And it's called Shoe Dazzle. So this was half off, new with tags. So it's $5, regular $9.99. And the label, it has a V back here, has a sequin collar there, cutaway sleeves, pockets. Pockets are good. And the tag, new with tags, Shoe Dazzle. I don't know, maybe something they sell online. But anyway, jumpsuits seem to be popular still. I seem to sell out of jumpsuits whenever I list them. It could be the vintage jumpsuits. Well, anyway, I thought I would try it. $5. Put it on Poshmark. This I got for me. It's just a nightie. And it was just soft and slinky. Little pocket up here. Tarte Intimates. Have no idea. But I did buy it for me. So I'm going to keep this. It was only $2.50. Mine. Sleep in. Be comfy. This duster. Not the dress. I've had the dress. It's an LL Bean dress. But I liked the duster. And so I put the duster over the dress, make my own leg and look. So the duster was $3.50. Goodwill. That was mine too. Little shell buttons. But I just thought it matched over this dress okay. Cool. Not selling that. And then I did find this vintage, what is it called? Tall Marsha Young with $6.99. paid $6.29 because I get 10% off. This tag will probably come in backwards. I don't know if you could see that. Marsha Young has these rhinestone buttons. Two of the rhinestones are missing. I may be able to replace this or list it as is. Of course, it's more of a winter dress, has a wool-like feel to it, and velvet cuff, velvet collar, little A-line skirt, very 60s little dress. Okay, so that is the last few things I bought. Goodwill here in Ashland, and then those thrift stores in Redding, California. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions about any of these items, just leave a comment down below. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you'll get notifications of upcoming videos, which are the dance videos. Yay! Of what we did this last weekend for Friday Night Art Walk. First Friday Night Art Walk in Ashland. And at that casino in Eureka. Crazy. That was craziness. No, the casino in Redding. Kind of crazy. My husband would not keep the camera still. He kept, as I was dancing, and then he kept turning the camera, so it looks kind of foolish, but it was fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.